People, I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to come on here and lie. That was horrific. Oh, bar the last 20 minutes. What the hell was that? What the hell was that to start the weekend? Manchester United are through to the next round of the FA Cup. Cool, like, subscribe. Yeah, we won, but we survived. That was a scam. That was a scam of a victory. It's crap. Guys, I've just got to be real with you. It is crap. It is underwhelming. Players are not performing. The confidence is gone. The crowd are restless. Amram looks a bit lost at the moment. There are just so many issues right now filtering through this football club. And if it was not for Leicester, we were out. If it was not for Leicester, we were out. We played a team that are just not great, and they were not able to punish us. They were not able to beat us. But truthfully, Leicester should be beating us tonight, because that first 70 minutes was rubbish. Was absolutely rubbish. I just thought, do you know what? We're hardly doing anything with the ball. I don't even see how we're going to get back into the game. And if it wasn't for Garnacho coming on and changing the game, then I'll be coming in here saying I'm starting to question this manager a bit. And I don't want to ever question Amarim yet. I don't want to. It's too early. But some of his decisions at the moment, I'm just a bit like, oh, come on, Amarim. He seems like he's just trying to make everything harder for himself. That's what it feels like. He feels like he's a good manager. He's tactically inept. He knows what he's doing. But he just seems like he's making everything harder for himself. He's trying to make the players do something they can't do at times. And it's going to cause him a problem, because tonight, against Leicester at home, Man United could have easily been heading out. And look, in the FA Cup, 18 games at home now, unbeaten. Maybe that's what's got us over the line. At the moment, Manchester United are more of a cup team. That's just the way it is right now, and we've got to accept it. And we persevered and got through. But the truth is, I've got to come in here and speak on what I think. And, you know, at home this season, we've been poor. And again today, we've been poor, but we've been saved in the 90th minute by a Maguire header. I should not have to come on here and talk about Man United being saved by a Maguire header. Diallo getting us out of trouble against Southampton. Every game at home that we win feels like a last-minute winner, or we're holding on for dear life. The only game I've been at ease and I've relaxed my shoulders was Everton at home, 4-0. And that feels like a year ago now. That feels like a year ago. Manchester United at home used to be a fortress when I was watching us growing up. Now, teams are coming here, and honestly, it feels like a day out. Everyone feels like they can win at Old Trafford, and Leicester nearly done that today, scoring just before half time. Bobby Duck over Reed, a little tap in, but you could feel the atmosphere, glum, booze as we walk down the tunnel. People are not enjoying it. People are knowing that they're turning up at Old Trafford and thinking we're just not going to win a game of football today. Who's going to play bad today? Who's going to maybe miss chances? And that's how it felt. That first half was an indictment of how we have been all season, and especially under Ruben Amorim. And I am going to give him time. I am going to let him get his players in. I am going to believe that he can turn it around. But, you know, we can't carry on like this. There's only a certain amount of time we can carry on being like this before something has to give. This season, you'll probably get away with it because we can't bring in players right now. The January window is over, and we've got to just fight on and survive and, you know, do what we can do in the cup, stay in the league and try and win the Europa League. But truthfully, when you watch this team, it is poor. I just feel like, first of all, right, big up Garnacho on a positive, because Garnacho came on and changed the game for us. I get on to Garnacho. I was happy for him to leave the club. We've got a £60 million offer. But today he came on, he changed the game. He was direct. He was running in behind. He was trying to stretch the defenses. Yes, he had a couple greedy moments, but he also had a couple unselfish moments where he cut the ball back 3 or 4 times and no one was there crashing into the box or trying to get on the end of it. But fair play to Garnacho, because Man United were crying for someone to stretch the game, get in behind, make a bit of that extra effort, show that charisma and what gets the Old Trafford crowd up for it. Like, wingers at Manchester United have always been people that get bums off seats, try and change the game, show infectious, you know, ability to try and be dynamic, take on your man. And Garnacho did that. So as much as I can criticize him today, if it wasn't for Garnacho, we probably don't win the game. We probably don't turn it around. if I'm totally honest with you, because no one else was doing that on the football pitch. He literally saved Amarim today. Garnacho, a game changer. And I've always said that he's probably better off the bench anyway for me. I feel like when he starts against defenses from the off and they're physically at 100%, and so is he. He's not strong enough and he's not quick enough to get past them 1v1, I don't feel. But every time he comes off the bench, he always makes an impact. And there's nothing wrong with being an impact player off the bench, by the way. That's what I think he should be for Man United, because he does change the game. He does give us that extra edge and he just goes for it. And sometimes it comes off, sometimes it don't. But at least when you're trying to get back in the game, you've got someone that's trying. So fair play to Garnacho. But the rest of the players, I'm sorry, nah. Amarim, what are you doing starting Dorgu at right wing back? You signed him to play predominantly at left wing back. So play him there. Because you made him look average. You made his debut. He got subbed at half time. I'm not saying that's because he was poor, but he was getting in some final third positions, but he was just cutting in onto his left foot. He wasn't comfortable on the ball. He was playing a lot of passes backwards. Get Dorgu on the left-hand side, where he's predominantly played for Lecce, and just get him comfortable out there, hugging the touchline as a left wing-back. Operation Dorgu at right wing-back, I don't want to see it. I'll be honest with you, I don't want to see it. I know it's his first game. I don't want to see it. I've seen enough already in that 45 minutes to say I don't want to see it. And then today, like, Manchester United just as a team, lacking control in midfield. Ugarte, Bruno. It felt like Samari and Didi were just bossing it. Kobe in the 10 struggled today. Didn't have the legs to get up and down the pitch. He just looks so slow. He's technically so good, but yet he's so slow, and it just frustrates me because I don't like slow players. Højlund, time for you to leave. Time for you to leave. I've had enough. I have had enough, man. No matter what you do on that football pitch, you're just not good enough. Even Xerxes coming on today was just so much brighter in that 20-minute spell. Xerxes offered so much more with the link up, the hold up. You know, even the crowd is singing his name today, which I love, because after what happened a couple months ago, about a month ago, when he got booed, for him today, that must have felt good, because he made a real impact and he needs a run at number 9. Xerxes needs a run at number 9, 100%, because he just gives Man United a bit more fluidity and he needs that rhythm of starting games to get better and better. Forget the Højlund project. It's done. He needs to go in the summer, just take the cut back of the money, take the loss and move on, because Manchester United cannot have him starting a striker next season. Get him gone, get a striker in, keep Xerxes as a plan B and a different type of striker, and go and get me Gyökeres. Just pay the money, slap the 60 million down. But enough. Had enough. But guys, seriously concerning the lack of plan in Man United's football, the lack of athleticism and dynamicness in the attack. I don't feel like we're going to score goals. I'm like, what's going to happen next? It's just safe, playing it backwards, sideways. It's slow. Something has to change. Amram needs to be seeing this and thinking, I don't want to be watching this every week. The fans are getting restless now. When your fans start getting restless and you start losing them a little bit, that's when it becomes a problem. And I'm not saying he has, but you can hear the jeers and the moans. Play it forward, halfway line, going backwards again. We're just very flat. We're very slow. And I think ultimately what it is that these players are really struggling with this formation. One, they can't take on the instructions of the coach. And two, they're simply not good enough. And when you have two of them things going together, it leads to performances like that today, which is horrific, basically. And we're relying on little individual moments to get us out of games. I don't want that. I just want our team to play well. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be moaning every time saying, why am I wasting my time watching this? Oh, I don't want to watch another game because I'm just getting tired of it. Even when we were losing, I just felt numb because I'm so used to it right now. And something has to change at this football club. Amrim, you need to start getting your selection right, because, boy, people are going to be starting to watch you soon. And I don't want people to start watching you, but even myself, I'm starting to raise my eyebrow a bit, because you're trying to make players do something they can't do at times. You're playing people in certain positions when I don't think they should be playing there. And ultimately, you're leading us down into a little bit of a dungeon where now you've got to get your players to rescue out of it. It's not good enough. Man United survive against Leicester at home. Could have been out, but we're not. Like this video, subscribe, but I ain't happy. But we take the win and we move on. Garnacho, you saved us today.